Hey guys, this is Tauna. Today we have the Monster Hunter Secret Lair reveal. So we've got all the reprinted cards that are going to be showing up here. There's no mechanically unique cards, unfortunately. Unfortunate for some people. I know some people are a little bit disappointed about that. But either way, we've seen all the cards that are going to be reprinted here. However, we haven't seen what the art is for them yet. And these were all revealed in a press release from Capcom that got released yesterday. And then it got taken down for some reason. But, you know, some people have, like IGN still has it up and stuff like that. And honestly, this is potentially one of the worst Secret Lair drops, like the Secret Lair Super Drops, monetary-wise, that we've seen in a while. Some of these cards that they've chosen are absolutely dog. I hate it. You know, I was expecting some more reprint value from a few of these, but yeah. So each one of these is going to be $30 and then $40 for the foil in US dollars. So let's go through them. The first one here is the Hunt. So this is the secret. So basically, it's a Secret Lair Super Drop that's got, like, you know, 4 different secret layers within it, and the first one being the Hunt here. So we've got Blind Obedience here. This is going to feature Melzeno from Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak. I don't know much about Monster Hunter, okay, so I don't know how well these cards fit or anything like that, but I do know that, you know, yeah, they've just kind of chosen some interesting choices. We've got Snap here as Kalshala Daora. I'm probably going to butcher some names as well, from Monster Hunter 2. $1.91. Village Rites. Oh my god. Village Rites being the choice here was, yep, a choice. So this is going to feature Magnamola and Toby Kadachi from Monster Hunter Rise there. As yeah, this is a 23-cent card. There are so many different variations of this as well, like the Village Rites, that they could have chosen, I would have thought, a whole bunch of better options than this, but yep. And then we've got Mizium Mortars here as Jan Garuga from Monster Hunter Generations and Monster Hunter 2 there, with Mizium Mortars. Again, you know, it's a board wipe that they chose, and assumably they chose it for a reason, but it's a 47-cent board wipe. And then the last one here for this drop is Tooth and Nail, featuring Azure Rathalos and Seragios from Monster Hunter 4 there. I know that's $1. So yes, you can see here there's barely like $10, only just above like $5 of reprint value in this first one. So that's the Hunt. Now, assumably the art will be pretty good and people will love the art of it and everything. But, you know, the art is great, but you still want the cards to be relatively playable. These are like bracket 2 cards, if that. Some of them are even bracket 2, you'd likely replace them, like Village Rites kind of thing. Snap is a great card, don't get me wrong, very, very useful card. Blind Obedience as well, but, like, you know, the Village Rites, meh. Mizium Mortars, I think, is meh as well. Tooth and Nail is just so expensive. All right, next up we've got the Hunters. Now, this one is the only one I think that actually has decent reprint value, but I think that it's an odd choice. So first up, we've got Grand Abolisher here. This is going to be the Tigrex armor with bone size. So I think that these are all meant to feature, like, the Hunters, and they're going to show, like, you know, a hunter in, you know, some type of armor with some type of weapon and stuff like that. And that's basically it. I don't know if they're even going to have the name Grand Abolisher or if the name will be Tigrex armor with bone size. But the thing that I think about here is that we literally have a card in Magic called Bone Scythe that was from what was it from? It was from the final. No, maybe it's not called Bone Scythe. It's similar. It's from the Tyrannid stuff. There was like a bone scythe weapon, I think it was. But, you know, either way, I think that, like, they could have had weapons in here. Grand Abolish is a good reprint, though. We've got Arachiomancer here as the Valkana armor with Slinger and Winged Seraphid Greatsword. We've got the Grim Haruspex here as Nagakuga armor. Well, I'm butchering this so bad. Not a great reprint again. This one here, though, is good. Imperial Recruiter. They listed like 3 different versions of the 3 different armors here, so I don't know if it's going to feature all three of those armors or not. Who knows? Yeah, it's a good reprint though. We got Champion Landholt. This is going to be the first different art for Champion Landholt as well, from memory, and that's the Astalos armor. So, what's that? Like $20 ish of reprints, $25 at max. Still below that, like, $30 that you're going to be paying for the Secret Lair, but at least some better reprints there. Now, if you are liking this content so far, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you share the video around. We're trying to hit 25,000 subscribers by the end of the year. I think we're going to fall a bit short, unfortunately. 70% of the people who watch the videos aren't subscribed, despite the fact that, this hasn't even been officially revealed yet, and we're revealing it here. All right, let's go into the next one. This is the Monsters and the Monsters 2. Now, there is a big list of different monsters that are going to be in here. However, they aren't necessarily going to be in... I don't know which one's going to be in the Monsters drop or which ones are going to be in the Monsters 2 drop. So just kind of bear with me here. We don't know which ones are going to be in which drop, but they're going to be split in half, basically. So we've got Nezahul as... I've got not even going to try and pronounce that. $7.37 as a reprint there. We've got Drakaseth here as Rathalos. We've got Saraf as Zinoga. Either way, I actually really like this one, and I think that this is like the one single that I might pick up, just because I love wolves. Wolves are my favorite thing, and this Zinoga just looks amazing. All right, we've got Nergigante here as I'm not even sure. Vevictus. There we go. There's a reprint there. We've got Fatalis here as Zaitora. We've got the Gore Melaga as Razaketh. Amareth here as Velkana. Wesatora as Nagakuga. And Calamax as Brachydios. Yeah, again, the choices for reprints here are their choices. When I saw that they're going to do a Monster Hunter one, I was like, okay, we could get some really awesome dragons reprinted here to start off with. Like, the Dragon. It would have been great to have Rathalos as the Dragon instead. To me, at least, I would think that would be freaking badass, seeing an alternate version of the Dragon. We've got Miram as well. I would have loved to have seen a reprint of Miram. There's a whole bunch of dragons that are just, what do I say? There's more useful, more expensive reprints that haven't been reprinted in ages and are more sought after. But instead, we've got Zaitora from a precon, which my friend's going to be really happy about as Zaitora alternate art. But still, we've got Velkana as Amareth. Is it because they look similar? I don't know. I'm a little bit disappointed that I would have loved to have seen some more bigger reprints that would have been more sought after kind of stuff. But maybe they expect that although I do like this one, I do think Nagakuga and Wesatora match very well. Maybe they just think that Monster Hunter is going to carry it enough that they don't need to worry about it. But anyway, let me know what you guys think. I hope you guys had a wonderful day. Is this the worst super drop we've had in ages? Let me know. I hope you guys had a great day. Bye.